Hey guys, real quick, this was supposed to be my 6th video, 3, 4, and 5. I deleted on accident. So what happened in those was, number 3, I hit 455. It was an absolute grinder, and then my deadlift went down from there. So I'm going to talk about it later in this video. Thanks. Okay, so here, I'll step back a little bit. So I got that bench right there. I got that lat pull down, just finished using. I got that glute ham machine. I got all of them for a really good deal. I had to travel all over Michigan to get them. Now this is kind of just a tip for home gym owners. The reason I really wanted to get this one is because it can do every angle. You can go from straight up, flat, incline, and decline. It's got the leg curl thing. It doesn't have a pin. That's not a big deal. I really do plan on using it anyways. It's got where this moves to set you in, and it's fairly beefed out. It doesn't seem too chintzy. It can handle some decent weight. Because I got this for $175, which is an okay deal, but it was on the way to the other things. And as you guys know, I got these squat stands for $100. So you can use that, put it underneath. Put those down a little bit and you can bench out of it. So for $275, you're making up for multiple things. I can squat out of those, I can bench out of them, overhead press, and this I can do obviously all the dumbbell work. Obviously you can just do so much with just a standalone bench. So, but the best deal was this old school lat pull down right here that is beefed out. I mean, this thing is stout, super smooth. The guy replaced this line and the rollers. You can tell his bolts are fairly new, fairly recently. I mean, this is a stout piece of iron. Got it for $100, $100, and I got this badass lat pull down. I'm very happy about it. It has, so you got to run that line to there, but it has where you put your feet there and you can do your pullbacks. That's another really big thing for me. And then this, I've never used a glute ham before in my life, but based upon all the research I did, these are awesome for improving your squats and deadlifts, and that's all I really care about. It's a great lower body workout. And I just did glute hams for the first time ever, and my hamstrings must be a lot weaker than I think, or I'm a lot fatter than I think I am, because I could barely do 1 or 2 without assisting myself. And it's really weird getting in the right position. I had to watch 10 different videos to really wrap my head around it. And it hurts. I mean, this is digging into my ankle pretty good. I don't know how I feel about this. I got it for a good deal. I looked it up. These things are $500 new. I got it for $275. It's like new. The only thing is, these are bent down because you put so much pressure down. I didn't do that. It came like that. I didn't even notice until I got it here, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I doubt that I'll bend them anymore. It's probably a 300-pound dude that bent those. I don't know. If not, I figured I could bend them back, push this in a bit, weld a piece from here to here, an angle, and then I'll support them on each side, do it on each side. And these, the rogues are stationary. This rolls, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong. I'm just gonna have to get more used to it. I'm not sure what my opinion is of it yet. This is awesome. That I barely used at all. And I'm not sure about this. So what I did to change up my warm-up today is, when I used to go to commercial gyms, I would do lat pull downs every day, no matter what, for my warm-up. I do a bunch of reps. Obviously it's not faster with the pin machine, but I do like probably 4 sets of 10, then with pretty lightweight, and then just slowly working my way down until that's a comfortable 3 reps. And I do normal grip, and then I'll do reverse grip, so you really get that stretch in your lats. It just makes you feel so much better going into your workout. So I did that. I did, I don't know, 6 reps of these, and I can already feel my hamstrings fired up a little bit. And that's been my main issue, is my hamstrings and my ass have not been firing. So we'll see how this deadlift goes. So as you just saw, I missed that lift right here. I get it. So that's only 395, and I started out with 455 with a pull that was pretty close to this. And then I had a real grinder through getting that 455, and then it just went down from there. I think I took a day or two off just to try and replenish a little bit, and I missed lifts on 3 different days. I couldn't get 395, and then I just got it on today. So as you'll see, I'm about to say that it doesn't work. Okay, guys, I've came to the conclusion you cannot do true Bulgarian on conventional deadlift back itch. It's just not going to work. I felt really, really, really good working up to 345. Then when I went to 395, it felt terrible, as you saw. Missed that first rep, and then I got the mindset for the last one. I got it. It's just not there. It's too taxing on the nervous system of the lower back. You can't do it. It's not going to happen. Now, I've been so beat to fuck from doing this that I'm just gonna have to scrap it and move on to something else. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try again in the future with a completely different approach, because I went for that 1 rep max from the beginning and I kept going for it, and I think that has just depleted me so much. But I think if I go to a soft 5 rep max in the beginning that just feels good, might have a little more in the tank, and go for 5 rep maxes unconventional, that might work. It might not be quite as taxing. So we'll see what happens. But I would almost say it's safe to say that, I don't know what the percentage is, but that I've lost 50 pounds at least on my conventional deadlift from trying to do a balls to the wall 1 rep max a day on conventional deadlift. So it doesn't work. And I've heard a lot of people say it doesn't work, but I was like, well, it was actually hard to find concrete evidence. You had to watch a bunch of different videos where they just kind of briefly mention it for 3 seconds. You know, they're just talking about Bulgarian, and then they briefly say, conventional deadlift, it kind of doesn't really work. And then they keep talking. So I had to watch 10 different videos to try and find a few different spots where people said that it doesn't work. So I'm gonna scrap it. As you just saw, I did some pause deadlifts right at the spot where I get stuck, just to cap it off, I guess. I don't know, I just felt like fucking doing it. I'm already fried, so I'm gonna screw around. I'm doing some pulls right there from the floor, and I think that's gonna be it for today. And I'm gonna come up with something completely different. I don't know whether I'm gonna go for a squats, Bulgarian, because apparently that works 100%. I want to get my normal lifts good before I start doing the odd lifts, okay? So I want to get good at the squat. Then I might go back to conventional with a different approach, get my conventional good. Then start doing sumo, because I've done sumo in years, and that's apparently much more forgiving on the CNS. Do that, and then maybe go into, now I want to do upper body too. I want to try and do overhead press every day. Bench press, I don't think so. Just because the fact that I don't have safety bars with me. Overhead press, just drop it. And even with squat, I don't have safety bars, but just kind of drop it off your back. But bench, you're fucked. So we'll see what happens. I'm debating doing that. I'm debating taking a few days off and going to doing a specific accessories to deadlifts. It's like every day come in here and do glute ham, do bent over Yates rows, do lat pull downs, just fire up my posterior chain every day with accessory movements. Here comes the train. So that's all I got. Let's see what happens. Thanks.